Paul Atreides. Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready to witness one of the most epic moments in cinematic history? In my opinion, this character, Paul Atreides, is one of the most profound and beautiful characters ever imagined. Shout out to Frank Herbert, who wrote the original book. The moment we're about to review is when he finally becomes the chosen one in the eyes of the people. I am a speaking and charisma coach, which is very closely related to leadership. I also help leaders move people. The world is shaped by those who learn how to move people. So today we're going to review this epic moment from that perspective. Let's get it. My boy is locked in.
Mighty. Only tribe leaders can speak. If you wish to share your voice, you must take his place by defeating him and returning his water to the well.
You think I'm stupid enough to deprive myself of the best of us?
Oh, okay. This is something I have noticed. And before the haters go in the comments and start saying I'm comparing these two characters, because that's what happened in the last episode, I am not comparing their moral power or moral status. I am sharing the strategies they are using for good or for worse. You, hopefully, will use it for good. I've noticed how Jesus, this is why I set up the context, because a lot of people, as soon as they hear that, how dare you compare Paul Atreides to Jesus? Jesus tends to answer with questions. When someone challenges Jesus, if you watch the series, if you read the Bible, he speaks in questions. This is a beautiful way to shift someone's focus. And when you shift someone's focus, you control the frame of perception. Now, this will be a very in-depth breakdown, but these details matter.
Take my life, Usul. It is the only way.
I'm pointing the way!
I'm pointing the way. I think that's my favorite line. I'm pointing the way. So he starts with a question. He shakes the frame a little bit, challenges, shifts the focus. Then boom, I'm pointing the way. Makes a declaration that completely shatters or attacks the current authority. Now, that's when you know the pattern is broken. That's when you know there's an openness for new authority. Same thing with Jesus. If you watch what he does, I am who I am. They ask, and by which authority do you teach? My own. That's the type of certainty and the type of confidence, that's one of the 6 pillars of speaking, the type of certainty that is so powerful, it can shake the current authority and leadership and move it towards you. This is what Paul is doing here.
Slow down.
Now, he has really shaken the foundations. So as soon as this happens, you see the people are about to go against him there because it's very disrespectful to the current status quo, which is why, watch what he's about to do next. There's only one thing you can do next.
Kakakalikakari! Hurai! Jahaish! But you think you could have a chance? It's not the Jahash. She hochausit.
Goosebumps. This is exactly the only way you can shift the frame for good. Fear. Your mother's warned you about my arrival or my coming. Fear this moment. What if I could be the one? Fear. So watch what he did. He starts smoothly, asks questions, shifts the focus, then boom, destroys the current status quo. Then as soon as people, obviously when you attack them, they attack back. Then what happens? Boom, but wait a minute. Do you really want to attack me? What if I could be the one? What if I could be the one? Fear.
But you think you could have a chance? It's not the Josh. She hochausic. Shizihik ishitama shapito edemashili. Lukatsash vazir kalagash. Uzulfabit nair gevi barta wazir. Jura hagari imashnerilia kala cheske obit. Harda haus. O erle chausi jura ha abzir sihi secure to femni. Dune.
Is that okay?
That was the moment. What just happened is he started in a very collective, grandiose, one-to-many way for my business, sales, leaders, people. He started one-to-many. He made it grandiose. And then, to make it as relatable and personal as possible, he went to one person and he dove deep. You want to have scale and depth. That's when you touch and you move as many people as possible. That's what he went super personal. And when you go super personal with one person, you see them, it creates this social proof. Oh shit, if he knows so much about that person, then he probably can know a lot about me too. And now people start relating.
Marty.
Un faisi fascis ruzam! Di kasha kera zulhu! Hi anzadaha! Chibi hu crash! Marty.
Again, little Dune lore for those who don't know. That is basically a sin for that planet because there's no water. And so he just exposed him as something that you give water to the dead in your nightmares and it brings you joy. It's like, oh my God, forgive me. Forgive me. He just exposed him. Exposed his dark secret. Again, super personal. And as soon as this is exposed, he triggers the person's shame. So the person's like, please forgive me. So now the frame again is switched. Because I believe that person is a high-level person within that community. Just like when Jesus challenged the Pharisees, the current high-level people, the Jews, challenged the Pharisees. It's very similar. One, again, for my haters, is the ultimate good in terms of stories, regardless of what you believe in. And the other, I don't want to spoil too much, but Paul is definitely not the hero in Dune.
Chibi hu crash! Marty.
Marty. Hashisha chi.
Shidgim shari.
Simplagaib. Shuba hoki.
Green paradise. Green paradise. What is the promise of all religion? Don't worry, guys. When you die, there's heaven. If you follow me, there's heaven. So this promised land, the promise of a promised land, even in business and sales, of course, because I make these reviews so that you can use it in your own business careers and missions, in entertainment as well. This promise, don't worry, the future is bright. Hope. Sometimes that's the only thing people can hold on to. And if you represent the ultimate hope, in that case, obviously it's exaggerated, the chosen one. I will set you free from suffering. That's how it works.
This is my father's ducal signet. I am Paul Atreides, Duke of Arrakis! Erudidina Heshidani, Nelisan al-Gaim, Rui di Menaruk, Ashidi, Lisak al-Gaim!
And it's done. And it's done. He is officially the chosen one. He won them on a deep spiritual level. These people would be ready to die for him. What a beautiful example. Wow. Wow. Thank you guys for all the beautiful feedback on the previous video around Dune, which is why I wanted to create another deep dive from a slightly different perspective. You guys let me know, what should I review next? I appreciate you guys. I love you guys. You can click in the link in the description. That's where we have a community where we practice public speaking, influence, charisma. We give live feedback, and we all grow that skill of moving people, the most important one, together. I love you guys. I'm grateful. See you here soon. Peace.